It's good. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I'm out of the house. It'd be awkward. I'm also turning on this extra. It is coming through the monitors. And this one's good. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. I am coming through the monitors. Sounds good.
Please be seated. Good evening. I am Dr. Lance Garon, Dean and Chief Administrative Officer of Kent State University at Trumbull. On behalf of Dr. Beverly Warren, President of Kent State University, and our Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to welcome you to the Kent State University at Trumbull 2019 commencement. As a courtesy to those around you, please silence your cell phones if you haven't done that yet. Thank you. And now, will you please rise for the singing of our national anthem led by Ms. Jennifer Durno. The words and music are printed in the program, should you wish to follow them as we sing. The flag of our country, the United States of America, is located here to my right. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and mortarboards.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Jennifer. At this time, I would like to introduce the platform party. Starting on my right, your left, our guest speaker, Professor Stephanie Dane Smith, Associate Professor in the College of Communication and Information at Kent State University and Chair of the university's 50th commemoration for the May 4th, 1970 events. Next to her is our graduating student speaker, Ms. Brooklyn Bennett, and then Dr. James Ritter, Director of Enrollment Management and Student Services for the Trumbull campus. On my left and on your right, Assistant Dean Dr. Daniel Palmer, Professor Josna Newman, Dr. Carol Robinson, and Marvin Logan, who is here representing the Kent State University Alumni Association. We have several special guests with us today seated in the front row, including Sue Schaefer, Community Events Coordinator for the Tribune Chronicle and a member of the Trumbull Campus Community Advisory Board. Mr. Dante Capers, Principal of Warren G. Harding High School here in Warren. Mr. Mike Evans, representing the First Energy Power Systems Institute. Mr. Evans is here because tonight we will graduate the third class of the Power Systems Institute at Kent State Trumbull. It is a wonderful partnership between industry and our campus. that provides students with an outstanding mix of technical and academic training that in turn prepares them for fulfilling careers in the electric power industry. And also with us tonight, Mr. Robert Faulkner, another member of the Trumbull Community Advisory Board. To all of you, we are so proud and so happy that you have come out to join the graduates as we celebrate this wonderful success and this wonderful achievement of theirs. But we know that while we celebrate our graduates, very few of us, in fact, almost none of us, achieve our dreams, achieve our aspirations, or succeed in life totally on our own. Instead, we move forward with and because of the help, the guidance, and the encouragement of those around us. To the representatives of the Trumbull resident faculty here present, please know that your work with students is the centerpiece of our core mission of teaching and learning. Our students' graduation tonight is a testament to your skill, your expertise, your dedication. Your teaching and your mentoring have led them to this milestone tonight. Thank you so very, very much. To the many members, family members, and friends of our graduates, both here in this Packard Music Hall and those who are watching on Facebook Live, please know that we know that for almost all of our students, graduation has come with your support and your encouragement, your love, your care, your friendship. You indeed are justifiably proud of your students' accomplishments, and you will and you should rightfully beam as they walk across the stage in a few minutes. You share in the success of our graduates, and on their behalf, thank you so very much. It is now my privilege to introduce our student speaker this evening, Brooklyn Bennett. Brooklyn will be graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree this evening. She was born in Ravenna and moved to Warren in 1995, and then graduated from LeBray High School in 2006. Immediately following high school, she attended Kent State Trumbull for a time, and then returned in 2016 to finish her degree. Brooklyn will continue her education as a graduate student in Kent State's Master of Arts in Journalism and Mass Communication program this fall with a full-time assistantship. Brooklyn was recognized for her hard work during her studies at Kent State Trumbull by receiving the Milton Wick Foundation Scholarship, a summer undergraduate research scholarship, the Catherine Sine Single Parent Scholarship, the Professor M.R. Smith Scholarship, the Weimer Memorial Literature Scholarship, and a Kent State Trumbull Study Abroad Scholarship. She also is the distinguished graduating senior in English for the entire university system. Yes. It is my distinct honor to welcome Ms. Brooklyn Bennett.
Definitely didn't know I was going first. I think they did that on purpose. Okay. Whoa, okay. Whew. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be here today. This room is seriously bursting with amazing people, and each one of us here today has a story of struggle, a story of hardship, and now triumph. We did it. And I thought a lot about what I wanted to say today. I read articles about how to give really good speeches. I scrolled Pinterest for like super motivational quotes. But what I really truly wanted to find is a way to connect to everyone that was here in this room today. And then I realized that I didn't have to talk to you about what it was like to struggle with divorce or single parenthood or depression or job loss. I didn't have to tell you what it was like to work a crappy customer service position or a factory job that never gave me enough fulfillment, because I know we've all experienced those things. The most amazing thing about my 3 years here at Kent Trumbull has been getting to know how strong we all are, realizing that a campus like Kent State Trumbull can become a community and a family. When I came back in 2016, my goal was to get through the next 3 years undetected with a bachelor's degree. Well, I got my degree, but I was far from unnoticed. From the time I walked into a building on the Kent State Trumbull campus, I was given attention, encouragement, and goals I would have never expected for myself. Whether it was the amazing Chris Cooney guiding and advising me on so much more than just my class schedule, or amazing professors like Dr. Noel Bowles reminding me that my future was limitless. And yes, you can go to grad school at any age. I was given the space at Kent State Trumbull to thrive and become the person I always knew I wanted to be. And I think we can all relate to that. We've all been at the mercy of our professors at the end of a long weekend with sick kids or mandated overtime. We've all cried in some random classroom at the end of a semester because we have 3 days to do 3 months of work we put off. But most importantly, we've all been blessed with a campus who cares more about us as people than as tuition dollars. We came here uncertain of our futures, and we made the choice to get our education here at Kent State University Trumbull. And we are better off because of that choice. Whether you are a full-time student, a part-time student, or an online student, as a Kent State Trumbull student, you always had someone to turn to. I know from my experience, the opportunities at Trumbull are truly endless. Personally, I was blessed, as Dean Grahn listed, with many Kent State Trumbull scholarships that kept me from taking out loans. I was awarded and honored as the top student across all campuses by the English department. And recently, I was sent on a fully funded study abroad trip to Poland. Now let me just say that again, fully funded study abroad trip. And this wasn't everyone. This was 5 Kent State Trumbull students. This was Dean Grahn and Dave Smith. This was a campus that wanted to give those of us who live life outside of college the chance to experience college the way other students do. Kent State Trumbull has truly been my saving grace. The many lifelong friendships I've made, Hannah, Sam, the many personal and professional references and experiences that I've gained, and my acceptance to graduate school with a full assistantship has all been because of my support system in Kent State Trumbull. I thank you all. And I must personally thank my partner, Nick Wilson, who has done all the dishes and laundry for the last 3 years so I could get to this day. Thank you for being my best friend, my greatest support, and loving me even during finals week. Thank you to my daughters, Savannah and Calla. Thank you for always reminding Mommy that school is easier than bedtime. Thank you to my amazing parents, my amazing family, and my wonderful friends. Aaron, I know you of all people have seen me at my worst, and now my best. Thank you all for your encouragement, your support, and your love. I learned something really important when I studied in Poland, and that was how being kind to someone can change their day, their life, and the world. We often forget in our day-to-day how important a smile, a hug, or a helpful hand can be. But if we look around this room tonight, everyone in here has been that helpful hand or kind heart that someone else in this room needed. Because of the way we cared for each other, we are here today. Because of your support, we changed our lives. And now, I plan to change the world. I'm off to make you proud. Thank you.
Brooklyn, thank you so very much. Our second featured commencement speaker, Stephanie Dane Smith, has an impressive record of success, leadership, and service. And I invite you to read about her many accomplishments and accolades in the printed program. Professor Smith's professional success surely recommends her as appropriate to address our graduates. But I am especially looking forward to what she has to say for three more fundamental and three more personal reasons. One, she epitomizes the faculty that Brooklyn described. She genuinely cares for her students, cares for them as young scholars in their own right, cares for them as human beings who are developing their capacity and their potential. Two, she cares deeply about our community, our life together, and our civic vitality. She cares passionately about making our community better, healthier, kinder, more equitable, and more sustainable. And three, again, as already highlighted for us by Brooklyn, she cares energetically about connecting student learning to community building. Learning for Professor Smith is not simply an intellectual exercise. Rather, it is an academic enterprise with a profoundly moral purpose, through which students not only expand their capabilities, but also more effectively serve their communities. And as such, it is with great pride and gratitude that I introduce to you my colleague and my friend, Stephanie Dane Smith.
Thank you, Dean Grahn, faculty, administration, honored guests. Good evening, magnificent class of 2019. You all look beautiful. It's amazing what a cap and gown will do. And good evening as well, and especially to your families and to your friends, the real stars of tonight's show. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting these graduates. And what a rare privilege and a distinct privilege it was to hear from Brooklyn. She is a true inspiration and a force of nature. It is an honor to be here tonight with the people of Kent State Trumbull, where everything began for me about 150 years ago. Okay, I'm kidding and exaggerating a little bit. I actually started my college career at Kent State Trumbull in 1975, which is only about 125 years ago for you liberal arts majors. I am grateful for Dr. Gron's generous introduction. I don't think I've ever been introduced so gracefully and beautifully before. Now, if you read anything about me in the program, you know that I used to work for the Central Intelligence Agency, as did my husband Bill, who is here tonight. In fact, we are the real Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Never mind Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Now, if I were going to give a CIA-style commencement speech this evening, I would offer only 4 words of advice. Do good, avoid evil. That's all, just 4 simple words, but they happen to be essential words. It may seem odd to you that the always controversial CIA has a 4-word credo like do good, avoid evil, but it's true. You see, when we send someone out into the world to gather intelligence to protect our country, whether it be to a war zone like Afghanistan or deep inside a country hostile to the United States, those are the marching orders we give. We try to prepare our women and men for every situation they may encounter. But the truth is, no matter how good our tradecraft training is, no matter how much security and logistical preparation we've done, we know that things are going to look different in real life. There will be risks and dangers and opportunities we could not have envisioned from the relative safety of CIA headquarters. So if all our prior planning fails, it's a pretty sure bet that the credo, do good, avoid evil, is going to help. Tonight, you are about to cross this stage and go into the world, taking important new steps in your professional lives. You know many things because this amazing faculty has prepared you well, but they can't predict every bend in the road you will encounter, nor can they safeguard you from the tough choices you'll face. So whenever you get into a jam, feel free to call upon the CIA's credo. Now, I could stop this speech with just those 4 words, but it's commencement, it's a ceremony, you got all dressed up, your families and friends are here, I am a faculty member, so you just know I'm going to say more, way more than 4 words. But I promise no PowerPoint slides. This evening, I'd like to speak about myself for a moment, if you'll indulge me. It's funny to read or hear your own biography. First, it reminds you that you are old, or in my case, very, very old. And second, it reminds you that some important parts are left out, the things that don't fit neatly into a public narrative. For me, the missing parts of my biography are the professional disappointments and failures I've had. I've had a long career, and it was regularly punctuated by setbacks. You can read the list of jobs I've held, but you don't see the jobs I didn't land or the jobs I lost. You didn't hear for the first year after I graduated from Kent State with a degree in journalism, I couldn't get anyone, anywhere, even to read my resume. You didn't hear that my first job after college was substitute teaching for Warren Public Schools for $26 a day. You may have heard that I did some very cool things at CIA, and I did. I worked for 5 presidents. I've been to a lot of amazing places in the world, including 2 war zones. I've witnessed some pretty remarkable chapters of history, too. But I'll also tell you that I regularly encountered bumps in the road, or to be more accurate, bumps that were the size of car-eating potholes. I was the first woman to get many terrific jobs at CIA, but I was also among scores of women who were turned down for jobs that we were more than qualified to have. So let's just say that I've had my share of flops. And here's the thing. I've never met a successful person anywhere who has not faced setbacks and struggles. Some of you already know this, but at this remarkable turning point, as you begin a brand new journey, I thought I'd share 3 words that have helped me navigate rough terrain, stay sane, and have a remarkably cool life. I hope my words will have some meaning for you tonight. The first word is persistence. You, graduates, are the persisters. You didn't drop out when you weren't sure how you would pay the next $200 fee or afford gas for your car. Some of you balanced 2 or more jobs and a full-time course load, as well as your families. You persisted through endless hours in clinicals and computer labs. You even put up with Blackboard. So keep persisting. In the crowded field of also-rans, be the marathoner who refuses to say, the race is too long, the hill is too high, the odds are stacked against you, even and especially when all of those things are true. Now, those of us fortunate enough to live in this region know a lot about persistence. We know about bad luck, a bad economy, jobs that don't stay, and problems that do. But we also know what it means to stand our ground. We know how to adjust our plans without losing our moral compasses. We have strong spines and resilient minds. I am so very, very proud to have been born and raised in Trumbull County by 2 remarkable persisters named Dorothy and Arnold Daines. I am so very proud to live here now and proud that I will end my days here. I've been to more countries than I can count, but there is no place like this home. Our ability to persist, persevere, and endure in the face of overwhelming odds can be summed up in 3 words: the Cleveland Browns. When Cleveland drafted Baker Mayfield, ESPN didn't give him much chance as the starting quarterback. But the Browns liked his work ethic and his competitive spirit. Mayfield didn't focus on public praise or media attention. He just focused on getting the job done, inch by inch, yard by yard, down by down. Baker Mayfield knows that in the game of life, sometimes you are the underdog, sometimes you get muddy, sometimes you get sacked, and sometimes you lose. But the really important thing is to get back up and stay in the game. So let's all be more like Baker Mayfield, especially you Steelers fans out there. Failures and losses lead to lessons and opportunity. The good stuff eventually comes, but only if you let it in. If you want a setback to be fatal, I promise you it will be. But if you want it to be a pebble in your shoe on your path to someplace better, it can be. More often than you might think, you get to decide how your life story turns out. The second word I love is insistence. Insist on building a good life for yourself. Insist on filling your life with people who lift your spirits and challenge you to be better. Insist on living an authentic life. Allow yourself to fuel the fire that burns within you. But be insistent on building good lives for others too. Be steadfast in asking, how can I help? Where am I needed? Be insistent, absolutely, resolutely, stubbornly insistent that the social injustices you witness around you simply will not stand. The final word worth knowing is resistance. These days, we're told that resistance is a negative thing, but nature and science tell us it is a necessary thing. The laws of gravity show us that to fly, we must have resistance. To create fire, we must have friction. Resist the idea that the easy path is the best path. It's almost always the false path. Resist the idea that change means loss. Change is change. We infuse it with meaning. Resist low standards and low expectations when they are imposed on you. And when you do reach your goals, resist the seduction of believing you got there by yourself. Look around you tonight. Look beside you. Life is community. Resist thinking I alone in favor of we together. And above all else, resist the false notion that you have no power. Don't wait for someone or something to give you power. The plain truth is you are powerful right now. Your brains are on full throttle. You've been exposed to a world full of new ideas. Ideas have power, so use them. You may have come from complicated circumstances, backgrounds of family hardship, divorce, drug use, poverty. You may be graduating with debt. Your GPA may not break world records. But here's the truth, the only truth worth knowing. You are not your past. You are not your GPA or your debt. You are the future. You are pure potential. Graduates, you are everything. Resist anything or anyone who makes you feel powerless. And finally, if you want to be personally powerful, act on behalf of those who are not. I teach advocacy and activism at Kent State, and I always tell my students to go where it's gritty, where the special brilliance of your personal light is urgently needed. Today we face some wicked problems: inequality, intolerance, hate speech, hate acts, economic poverty, and spiritual poverty. In the face of all of this, please strengthen your spines, stand up for the causes that define who you are right now, and let your voices be heard. We need you. Before I leave this honored podium, I must tell you what an extraordinary privilege it has been to be with you on this wonderful, wonderful evening. I was honored to walk in the processional with people who are so fully committed to our students and so hardworking. And I am honored beyond measure to know Dean Lance Grahn, who has been and will continue to be an undeniable, unstoppable, persistent, and insistent force for good for Trumbull County. May we take a moment and show him our gratitude through our applause. My dear graduates, I wish you the very best of everything. And by that I mean, I wish you deeply purposeful and powerful lives. And I hope, no matter where your path takes you, you will continue to do good, avoid evil. Thank you.
Brooklyn, again, thank you. Stephanie, thank you. What wonderful remarks from both of these remarkable women on Commencement Saturday. We appreciate both of them so much for being here with us today to help celebrate and to commemorate this very special day in the lives of our graduates. On behalf of all of us, faculty, staff, students, and guests, it is my pleasure, my honor to once again lead us in applause for these wonderful examples of what it is to be a Kent State Trumbull student and graduate. And Stephanie, if you would come up here, please, as just a token of our appreciation, please accept this. Thank you. And Brooklyn, I'm now going to send you back to sit with the graduates so she can walk across the stage with her fellow students. All right, 2 amazing speeches, and now we get to the real highlight of the evening. You guys. And so, we will move to the awarding of degrees.
Will the candidates for the Regional College Associate of Applied Business, Associate of Applied Science, Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and Associate of Technical Studies degrees please stand? We are proud to again announce that among this group of graduates is Kent State Trumbull's 3rd class of the Power Systems Institute in collaboration with Ohio Edison and First Energy. Dr. Grant, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Kent State University at Trumbull, I present these students to you as candidates for the associate degree in their respective programs. Pending the posting of final grades, they have satisfied all requirements for the appropriate associate degrees as determined by the regional college faculty. Degree candidates, please be seated.
And now Dr. Carol Robinson.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Integrative Studies, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Education, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand? Dr. Grahn? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Kent State University at Trumbull, I present these students to you as candidates for the bachelor degree in their respective programs. Pending the posting of final grades, they have satisfied all requirements for their respective bachelor degrees as determined by their academic departments. Degree candidates, please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. Next step. Graduates, please come forward as directed by the marshals so that we may recognize you individually.
Following students are graduating with an Associate of Applied Business degree in Accounting Technology. Tanya Marie Hartwig. Matthew Hirschberger. Following students are graduating with an Associate of Applied Business degree in Business Management Technology. Natalie S. Belvizio. Nicole Sherry Dorico. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Applied Business degree in Computer Technology. Justin M. Calvin. Joshua L. Halifka. Joshua is graduating with distinction. Letitia D. Poole. Letitia is graduating with distinction. The following student is graduating with an Associate of Applied Business degree in Information Technology. Tyree Lee Null. The following student is graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education Technology. Vanessa D. Hedrick. Vanessa is graduating with distinction and is also graduating with an Associate of Science degree in General Studies. Vanessa is a member of the Honor Society and Sigma Alpha Pi National Society of Leadership and Success. The following student is graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Mechanical Engineering Technology. Jason Kane Jewell Jr. Jason is graduating with distinction. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Applied Science degree in Veterinary Technology. Aaron R. Carver. Aaron is graduating with distinction. Rachel E. Carver. Rachel is graduating with distinction. Krista L. Chupa. Krista is a member of Alpha Phi Sigma Honor Society. Danielle Nicole Ferrero. Danielle is graduating with distinction. Julie Marie Gavin. Sarah E. Herman. Sarah is graduating with distinction. Emma K. Keller. Emma is graduating with distinction. Brittany Marie Knight. Samantha Ann Oblinger. Samantha is graduating with distinction. Jordan Faith Palmer. Erin Kathleen Pope. Erin is graduating with distinction. Jason Preston. Jason is graduating with distinction. Caitlin Elizabeth Prokop. Caitlin is graduating with distinction. Zoe Ivy Sawicki. Zoe is graduating with distinction. Rebecca L. Tisdale. Riley Marissa Van Kirk. Riley is graduating with distinction. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in General Studies. Alyssa Nicole Abraham. Brianna M. Galbraith. Brianna is graduating with distinction. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Justice Studies. Laura J. McChrystal. Laura is graduating with distinction. Torian Thompson. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Science degree in General Studies. Lisa Marie Crusan. Jordan J. McGee. Jordan is wearing the Americana Service Honor Cord in recognition of her military service to our country and her service as a member of the United States Air Force. The following students are graduating with an Associate of Technical Studies degree in an individualized program. Lance Franklin Butler. Lance is graduating with distinction. James Daniel Klein. Adam Michael Dunbar. Adam is graduating with distinction. Eric Robert Easton. Eric is graduating with distinction. Troy Lee Eckenrode. Troy is wearing the Americana Service Honor Cord in recognition of his military service to our country and his service as a member of the United States Navy and the United States Air Force. Kenneth Charles Fox. Douglas Edward Fox. Douglas is graduating with distinction. Lloyd Gibbs. Lloyd is graduating with distinction. John Jenkins. John is graduating with distinction. Zachary D. Kay. Zachary is graduating with distinction. Colton Joseph Kendra. Colton is graduating with distinction. Tyler Joel Kish. Tyler is graduating with distinction. Vincent Mathia V. Brad Douglas McCullough. Brad is graduating with distinction. Christian Glenn Myers. Matthew Joseph Rose. Eric R. Sheffield. Eric is graduating with distinction and is wearing the Americana Service Honor Cord in recognition of his military service to our country and his service as a member of the Ohio National Guard. Nathan Tyler Simboli. Nathan is graduating with distinction. Daryl R. Spencer. Mackie Era Williams. Brian Paul Williams. Brian is graduating with distinction. The The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Technical and Applied Studies degree. Tanya D. Allen. Tanya is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success. Alexander Graham Barnes. Alexander is graduating cum laude. Melissa Ann Duncan. Anthony N. Durso. Anthony is wearing the Americana Service Honor Cord in recognition of his military service to our country and his service as a member of the United States Air Force. Katana Lee Farber. Katana is graduating summa cum laude. Alex Z. Hatfield. Alex is graduating summa cum laude and has met grade and course requirements for graduation as an honors college scholar. Paul Joshua Hay. Sally L. Kurlchick. Sally is graduating magna cum laude. Matt A. Patrick. Matt is graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success. Rebecca Rogers. Albert Edward Smallsreed, Jr. Teresa Tolan. Melissa Jean Ward. Jeffrey Brian Woolard. The following student is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in American Sign Language. Amanda Jo Charlton. Amanda is also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Psychology. Amanda is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success and the American Sign Language Honor Society. The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Criminology and Justice Studies. Carissa Ann Eakin. Sarah A. Hildreth. Sarah is graduating magna cum laude and is also graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Justice Studies. Carly E. Jones. Emily Elizabeth Mitten. Sunny M. Provitt. Sunny is the first recipient of the Oscar Ritchie Outstanding Criminology and Justice Studies Minority Student Award. Mackenzie Leanne Walker. Mackenzie is graduating cum laude and is also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. Mackenzie is a member of the National Honor Society of Leadership and Success. Hope E. Weckerly. Hope is graduating cum laude. The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English. Brooklyn D. Bennett. Brooklyn is graduating magna cum laude and received Kent State University's Distinguished Graduating Senior in English Award. Kathy L. Harris. Kathy is a member of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Samantha Erin Hurst. Samantha is graduating magna cum laude and has met grade and course requirements for graduation as an honors college scholar. Kayla Medzi. Hannah Ruth Sisler. Hannah is graduating summa cum laude and has met grade and course requirements for graduation and is honors college scholar. Tyler John Warren. Tyler is graduating cum laude. The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. Robert Joseph Coe. Sheena Marie Luce. Sheena is graduating magna cum laude and is a member of the National Society of Leadership and Success. Kayla Molnar. The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration degree in Business Management. Logan Nicole Karachi. Tia Marie McClellan. Tia is graduating summa cum laude and has met grade and course requirements for graduation as an honors college scholar. Tina is also receiving an Associate of Applied Business degree in Accounting and Business Management Technology with distinction. Carl Frederick Stennett, Jr. Carl is graduating magna cum laude and is also graduating with distinction as an Associate of Applied Business degree in Business Management Technology and Associate of Science degree in General Studies. Carl is a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the Golden Key International Honor Society, the National Society of Leadership and Success, and the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. The following students are graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Sarah Eleanor Ballantyne. Kelly E. Crane. Kelly is graduating magna cum laude and is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. Rebecca E. Deal. Rebecca is graduating cum laude. Gui Hui DeChant. Gui Hui is graduating summa cum laude and is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. Brianna Ray Deneen. Christopher M. Eckenrode. Christopher is graduating cum laude and is also a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. Nicolette Page Gilger. Nicolette is graduating magna cum laude. Miranda Lee Hayden. Curtis A. Kovalik. Jacob Paul Kritz. Melissa Joy Canali. Melissa is graduating summa cum laude and has met grade and course requirements for graduation as an honors college scholar. Melissa is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society and the National Student Nurses Association. Brooke Elizabeth Lambert. Aaron S. Pitts. Kirsten Lee Sanford. Kirsten is graduating cum laude and is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society. Diane E. Severe. Rachel Renee Spiker. Rachel is graduating cum laude and is a member of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing. Heather Nicole Tress. Amber Patricia Wozaleski.
All right, next step. Graduates, please rise. Under the authority of the laws of the state of Ohio, and by delegation from the Kent State University Board of Trustees and President Beverly Warren, and contingent upon the completion of all degree requirements, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and prerogatives pertaining thereto. As a sign of your academic success and your graduation, please move your tassel from the right to the left of your mortarboard. Congratulations. Very well done. Please be seated. You all will have a chance to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment in just a few minutes, individually, with families. But please know what a joy and what an honor it was to greet each of the graduates and shake their hand as they came across the stage. It just makes for a wonderful evening, a fabulous evening, a memorable evening. Now I would like to introduce Mr. Marvin Logan. Mr. Logan presented each of our graduates with an Alumni Association pin as they left the stage, and he will formally welcome our new graduates into the ever-growing family of Kent State alumni. Marvin is a youth advocate, a hip-hop education professional, and a community activist. For nearly a decade, Marvin has dedicated himself to advocating for access to education and leadership opportunities for youth all over the country, but especially here in the Mahoning Valley. He regularly lectures on community building and how the principles of hip-hop can help us bridge gaps within our own communities. Marvin's journey began here in Warren, and it has now led him back to Warren. Marvin is a proud graduate of Warren G. Harding High School and Kent State University. He has worked in educational initiatives with the White House, the Department of Education, the National Campus Leadership Council, and the Usher Raymond IV organization. He served as the SGA president while a student at Kent State, and he has worked for 2 years with Usher's New Look organization. He is a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity, and you can even find Marvin's work described in Consumer Reports and on CNN. He currently serves as the transition coordinator for Inspiring Minds here in Warren. In this role, he focuses on bridging the gaps for students through their own educational, professional, and personal journeys. His passion is to continue to educate for his community and to advocate for those who feel like they do not have a voice. In Marvin's own words, which echo words we heard earlier from Brooklyn and Stephanie, I want to make the world a better place than it was when I arrived. Again, Mr. Logan is here today representing the Kent State University Alumni Association. Marvin?
Good evening, everyone. I think it is very appropriate and also crazy that I have the honor and distinction today to represent our Alumni Association when my college career began right here at Kent State Trumbull. And I remember growing up as a child, a lot of people didn't think that I would make it to the age of 18. And here I am today getting ready to welcome you into one of the greatest alumni families on the face of the earth. So it is truly an honor and congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2019. You've worked hard, you have struggled, you have cried, and yet you have succeeded. All of your hard work has led you to this very moment. You've completed this part of your journey. I can guarantee you that this is one of the hardest things that you will ever do in your life. I can also promise you that there are going to be many more difficult things that you have to do. Whether you are from here or you just came here to earn your degree, I know that you have certainly earned all of the accolades that have been laid before you. Here in the Valley, nothing is given and everything is earned. As Dr. Graham mentioned, my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha, helped me realize that earning things was just a part of the equation of life. And in order to get through these very difficult times and moments in life, they taught us a poem that I would like to share with all of you. The poem is titled Invictus by Sir William Ernest Henley. And the poem goes, out of the night that covers me, black is the pit from pole to pole. I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutches of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate or how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. That poem has gotten me through numerous difficult times in life. It instilled in me that despite our many circumstances, we are ultimately in control with how we arrive at our destiny. So, as I prepare to leave you, I'd like to impart some wisdom for you on your journey to your destiny. Number one, you are destined for greatness. No matter how small or grand, you can, will, and must accomplish great things. Two, the best is yet to come. They say these years are the best of your life. But I beg to differ. As I look in each and every one of the faces of our graduates, I see ambition, I see drive, and I see triumph. So I'm going to say that your best years are still ahead of you. Number three, show the world who you are. No matter how many times you have had to endure a negative comment, a moment of doubt, no matter how many times you felt that you didn't have the support that you needed, there's something special in you. Make sure that every person that meets you knows it too. And lastly, don't get too serious. In 1987, Rakim said, "I ain't no joke," because he had to let everybody know that life is not a joke, and you aren't a joke either. But never forget to tell a joke and to laugh. If you do, I promise you'll live longer. If you do those things, you will get to live, laugh, and love. And I can promise you there is nothing more important to life than that. I have now given you some awesome Golden Flash grit. You have received your Kent State Alumni pin. You have earned it through your hard work and dedication at Kent State Trumbull. Wear it proudly, because the Kent State Alumni Association is proud to welcome you into the global family of Kent State alumni. Stay connected, stay involved. Flashes forever. Thank you.
Graduates, again, congratulations. Well done. We are very proud of you. This milestone achievement of yours deserves to be celebrated safely and responsibly. But you know that commencement is not simply the end of a sustained project. It does mark the end of a couple or several years of hard academic work. At the same time, though, commencement is just that. It is a commencement, a beginning. Graduation is simply a stop along your path. But it is a wonderful opportunity to reflect and to celebrate. It is also an opportunity to get up, to look ahead, to utilize your training, and to make a difference. It's an opportunity with your superb Kent State education to better persist, to better insist, to better resist, to more fully and more empathetically be kind. It is your opportunity to more fully and more completely and more effectively give back and make your community, not just yourself, but your community and your family better and stronger. But here we are. You've done it. It's a great night. We will now end this amazing celebration. Form at least one line, if not two lines, to then again congratulate you graduates as you leave the arena. But as we do, we ask that you please stand for the singing of our university's alma mater and the conclusion of Commencement 2019. The words to the alma mater are found in the program. We'll have a Kent State choir lead us in that singing.
From the hill